If you're watching out there right now, I'm going to be live in about 3 minutes and 52 seconds. You guys having a little bit of juice? All right, we're just about to get started. I think I have everything that I need. Got my brain and my mouth. I think we're almost ready to go. Just turning down my volume of my mic just a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn down the volume of this music. Oh, I gotta turn down the volume of this. The clock actually makes noise, and so I'm turning down that. If you're wondering what you're watching I Will Answer Questions of Any Kind, which is true. I will try to answer questions of any kind. I'm answering a question that someone asked, what do I spend my money on? Strange question, but I'm going to answer. I'll answer with what I spend my money on. And it has changed over the last couple of years. I used to spend my money in a different way, and now I spend it in a new way now. But I guess we'll be talking about that in just a little bit. Listen to that beat. It's making me tap my feet. Feeling pretty sweet. When I sleep, I put on a sheet. Yeah. I put on a sheet. I sleep in a sheet. Don't you sleep in a sheet? Or maybe you sleep just bare ass on your bed like a crazy person. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Victor Varnado. I will answer questions of any kind. So if you have any questions, please throw them in the comments. However, there is a question already that I'm going to be answering today. And that question, which was posed to me, is how do you spend your money? Which I think is I don't know. It's a weird question. I guess I would be curious about that, about other people too, like how they spend their money. But it was a surprising question to me. But I will tell you how I spend my money. Here's how the question came up, though. The question came up because the person who is interested in how I spend my money, they were like, they did this thing online where they Googled Victor Varnado net worth. Now, the number that comes up is wrong, okay? It's not my net worth when you Google Victor Varnado net worth. But based on that, they asked me the question of how I spend my money. And I'll tell you, first I'm going to tell you how I used to spend my money, and then I'll tell you how I spend my money now, okay? By the way, if you're like leaning forward because you're like, oh my gosh, does this guy have a lot of money? No. No, he doesn't. But I'll just tell you how I spend it anyway. Now, I used to work at jobs where I would get paid a good amount of money to produce television shows, mostly for other people. And then during that time, I would often spend my money. I'll tell you what, I took Ubers everywhere for one thing. I just Uber, like you couldn't catch me on the subway really. Then I ate out a shockingly large amount of time. I also went out on a lot of dates where I would pay for the dates because was I a gentleman? Maybe, I don't know, but maybe I was just like feeling myself because I was making a lot of money working for a lot of different networks. Anyway, some of you know who've been following my story. After that, I got fed up with working for a lot of the shows that I was working on, and then I decided to focus on working on my own projects, which is what I'm doing now. How do I spend my money now? Honestly, I would say the most money that I spend is on projects that I have or ideas that I have that would not get money from anywhere else. One of them being NYC Talent Show. NYC Talent Show is a weekly open stage that I do online right now. It used to be in person, but now it's online. And honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, I believe in it. It's a cool show. However, like right now, nobody else is giving me money for it. Like other people have given me money to make that show happen at other times. But right now it's like just me. So I would say like, what do I spend money on for entertainment or money that is not on the necessities? It's just weird projects. Like I'll throw money at a weird project idea that I have for something. If I have an idea for something that I think is going to be cool, I'll throw money at the idea to see if it's worthwhile. And then the hope in the future, I guess, is that someday somebody will be like, oh, that's a great idea. You pretend to be a clown and you let anybody perform. Let me write you a giant check. That's what I hope, but it may not ever happen that way. As long as I have you here, let me show you a trailer for, if I can find it. Let's see. I would show, yep, here we go. Okay, I'm going to show you a trailer for the show. You should be able to see it pretty easily on my screen here. You should be able to hear it as well. But first, I got to stop that background music, okay? Stopping the background music. Here's a trailer for what NYC Talent Show is. It's tonight, by the way. If you're not doing anything, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, just go to nyctalentshow.com and you will see the talent show. In fact, if you want to perform in it, you should go to nyctalentshow.com and hit that sign up sheet. Okay, so here's what the show is. Let me show you right here. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to be in the screen too, so I can hang out with you guys while you're watching this trailer. Here it is. This is from our 420 show, a 1 minute recap.
Heather Morowitz.
Heather Morowitz.
Walked into mortar bearing Isildur's bane, though the burden was really a strain.
High five.
Couldn't take any
no.
plane. Was the eye of
Oh my gosh. That was.
Oh, that's what you look like.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Tell you what, I'm seeing way too much of your underside right now. What is your talent?
I'm a motherfucking alien.
Ganja is always greener in somebody else's pipe.
Okay, is it a clown donut eating a donut?
Clown donut eating a donut? No. Where do you live? In a Scorsese film? Looks like Rebecca's about to rob a bank. Have a good apocalypse. Bye. Oh, yeah, everybody. That's what it's all about. How do you stop this with the cancel? Okay. That's what it's all about. NYC Talent Show. I don't know if people really even know what that is, but if you do know what that is, it's really fun. If you don't know what that is, I would guarantee you should check it out. Anyway, let me say the last thing. The last thing that I like to spend my money on for just like sheer entertainment. I would say the thing I like to spend my money on most, just for straight up sheer entertainment, would have to be movies and video games. I know that's super typical, but it is what it is. Like I like to spend money on movies and video games. I realize now that I said the phrase, it is what it is. And Jerry Seinfeld just came out with a special where he made fun of people who say the phrase, it is what it is. It makes me feel self-conscious about it. However, I do think that there is a place for a phrase that means this is the way things are and they are unchanging, so we must deal with them. That's sort of what it is says, but not so quite in a specific or understandable way. Oh, looks like our food just arrived, so I'm gonna go off and eat some yum-yums. So if you're around tonight, please check out the show, or if you feel like it, hit me up on all social media, ask questions, and I will try to answer them as best I can. All right? I love each and every one of you, especially the ones of you that don't deserve it. I'll talk to you later. Hitting the